I'm thinking, I'm getting a console on the 10th. I'm really not going to have a lot of time with it on the 10th. It's the middle of the week. So I got plans. I don't know if you have
Yeah,
plans.
I got day one plans.
You got day one plans. What are you doing on November 10th?
Okay, so I do have. I'm hopefully should be arriving in the mail. By the way, I am working that day because I'm like it'll show up sometime in the afternoon. I don't want to take the day off. I'll be just thinking about it the whole
Big same.
time. But I will be picking up and stocking up on some snacks and such. That way, I've got food and snacks and drinks ready because I don't want to have to grocery shop from basically the 10th until maybe I don't know, maybe the Sunday evening. What is
Mm-hmm.
that, the 15th? I probably don't want to go grocery shopping. I probably don't want to leave unless I have to. I want to fully embrace and experience this. And my first 2 days, because it's 10th and 11th, are going to be with that new Xbox. Um, I will be unboxing and everything, so my ritual is going to be a little different than some people,
Sure.
but I do suggest if you're going to get it, don't wait, go Monday or Sunday and stock up on those snacks, stock up on whatever it is that you want to have handy. I don't snack too much. I mean, my snacks are pretty healthy, but you know whatever drinks you like, whatever it is, because you're not going to want to go run errands, or at least not that kind of errand and when you could be gaming. So that's my tip. But my day one ritual in this case is going to be uh, unboxing it, setting it up, going through all the settings, tweaking like what the experience is going to be looking like, and then finally diving into a game. It's almost like a slow burn, but that's my day one plan. The question is, I don't know what my first game is going to be. So that's gonna be interesting. Do you have anything set up and ideas?
My plan on the
10th.
10th. So
Yeah.
we're not even to the
Talk about
PS5 yet.
yeah.
My plan on the 10th is I am working also because again, you just never know when FedEx is going to show up. I'm assuming it's FedEx, but my guy's normally good. I don't know him personally, but I consistently get the same driver. He normally shows up somewhere between
Same.
like 11 and 3, 11 and 4, somewhere in that window. So
Yeah.
what I'm hoping is that before I get off work, I get it and I can take it out, plug it in, get it connected to the internet and signed in and start updating it because I am assuming that there is
Yes.
a day one update.
More
And
than
we're not even
likely.
talking about video game update. We're just talking about console updates.
Yep.
I'm hoping that gets started before I get off work because that's when I go pick up my kid.
That's a good tip. Yeah.
Then once the kid goes to bed, I'm going to be doing something similar in terms of what Patrick is doing. I'm going to be doing the tweaks. I'm going to start downloading The Falconeer. I've decided I'm buying that game. That
It looks interesting.
it looks, it's a dog fighting. It kind of reminds me of like a really new like take on Joust in a way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I kind of get from it. I'm also planning on downloading Gears Tactics because that is launching on Series. It's already on PC, but it's launching on Series day one
With Game Pass, right? Is with Game Pass.
with
So you're
Game
good.
Pass. And
Yeah.
then
Get the Game Pass.
I might throw in. I'm not sure. You can tell me this because you have the One X. They put the Master Chief Collection and they're optimizing it right for
Yes.
Series.
Yes, they are.
I
Yep.
might get Halo 3.
Mhm.
Uh,
2 and 3 are both great, by the way. 2 and 3.
yeah,
One's not bad. One's not bad.
one's not bad at all. It's just
Yeah.
they moved on. So those are the three games I'm probably looking at starting the download on the night of the 10th. I probably won't be doing too much gaming. I'll probably launch it just to be like, yeah, probably launch. I'll actually probably, if I get them downloaded before I go to bed, I will launch all three games so that I can do quick resume.
Quick resume. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna launch all three games and then go to bed.
That's good stuff. First of all, as responsible adults and you with the kid, like, yeah, I mean, that's probably that's all it's going to end up being. Good tip though about plugging it in. Get it plugged in. Go through those initial setup. That's pretty quick doing the initial setup, but get to that internet connection and then let it update. That's a really good tip. Yeah, but the key takeaway here is get ready because you're not going to be playing immediately. Like, and once you are playing, you want to be ready. You don't want to be pausing. You don't want to be stopping for anything unless unless it's the kid, right? Yeah. So thankfully, we both have spouses who love us and support us in our hobbies. So within reason, we're going to get some gaming time here.
So fast forward 2 days, we get to the 12th.
I will not be exhausted by gaming. I swear.
I will I will not be either. The 12th, I did finally decide to take off work. So my plan on the 12th is I'm gonna be playing some series. Like I'm gonna get the kid up, breakfast, daycare,
Very
go
cool.
go load up on a 44 ounce from Sonic or something. Get a big old cherry Coke
I miss
Zero
Sonic.
going. Get
I
some
miss
tater
Sonic.
tots and stuff. Like get some greasy junk. Sit on my recliner, play my series, get my PS5
Mhm.
somewhere in there.
Sure.
Set up my
It's gonna happen
PS5.
at some point.
Yeah,
Yep.
set up my PS5, same thing. Get the firmware update going, switch back to HDMI 2 because PlayStation's going on HDMI 1. You know, what are you going to do? Switch back to HDMI 2. Yeah, it is my. Go back to HDMI 2, continue playing Xbox. Once we get
Mhm.
updated on the PS5, again, go through. We're going to tweak some stuff. We are instantly putting in my disc for Spider-Man Miles Morales, getting that baby going.
Yeah.
That is going to be
Install
game one.
times. That's a good game one for PlayStation. And actually, Chris was messaging me earlier because we were talking about next gen and everything, and he was curious how quick the installs are going to happen on the Series X versus like the Xbox
Ooh,
One
that's
X.
fun.
So it'll be interesting. I'm gonna take a look and see what the difference would be if I put a game in to install on either, because your choke points there are obviously the disk drive or the solid state drive that it's writing to. So it may be quicker. So I'm going to try that as well as an additional test. I
And
still
then,
think it's going to be a long time.
and then
It's going
as
to be a long time.
a secondary option, or not secondary, but a secondary timing thing is not just the install, but how long, especially on day and date of the launch of the console, what's the bottleneck going to be on downloading those day one patches? Because we're not just updating the console, folks. You got to update the game as well because Miles
Yep.
Morales is on disc. Now, I also have taken. I feel bad because I forgot the name of it. It just happened to look cool. Do you remember the game that I sent you that I bought?
Other than the Falconeer,
Yeah,
no,
this is the one that I bought on PlayStation.
I don't remember.
Tell me what you're gonna do. I'm gonna look up the other game that I'm buying for PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay, so what I'm going to do, I have taken the day off. I unapologetically took the day off. I'm not making it overt or anything, but I have taken the day off work.
Unapologetic.
I'm like, you know what? This is happening. Personal day, what have you. I need some time to decompress. I think most people need that when they're stressed out. Work can be tough. Take some time, some personal time, and this is personal time for me. So I'll be off. I will be doing the same. I'm actually picking it up in store because I could not get one to deliver. Trying to find one of these at launch was for pre-order was ridiculous. By the way, that's the other thing I think we didn't go into, but PS5 at launch, you will not be able to get one in store. You need to
Correct.
go online. Don't camp out. Do not camp out. Please don't camp out. We did put that on the LANCave as well, so out on Facebook and Twitter and everything, so that way people know. But it's only online, and there are specific times that you can go in. 12, 3, 6, and 9, I believe, is the times. Eastern specifically, so they were like, you don't get one chance, you get multiple chances.
Check out Wario64 for the times. And again, if you're not following him on Twitter, you absolutely should, because he will not only do that. I say he, I'm pretty sure it's like slash a dude and a bot involved, but I think that they'll post like links. Like there was one link I think that I got Patrick one time where it automatically put it in your Amazon cart for you.
Yep.
I got that from Wario64.
That was how I got my Xbox, by the way, because I couldn't get it any other way. It would not get through Amazon's store. I could not get it into the cart, and that did it. So I will be picking it up. And so this is where I actually do have some old school stuff going on. I will be going to pick up Demon's Souls and to pick up Miles, which I did pre-order in store.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick them up in store when the store opens in hopes that I can get a headset as fly as your headset, because I really want one of
What
those.
this?
That beautiful thing that he got early. You may have not gotten the console early, but you got that hotness early. So I'm hoping to get one of those early. I have the day off, like I said, so I will have the console ready. So then, and again, because I'm doing unboxing stuff, I'm going to have stuff set up for that. But my goal for launch day for PS5 is to do the same. Again, in my case, I'll know kind of when I'm going to pick it up. Plug it in, do all the checking and updating and everything. And I'm going to. I think the first thing I'm going to do, I'm testing both of them actually, because you were talking about installing games, talking about downloading games. The first thing that I'm going to try to do is plug my solid state drives that I have for my Xbox Series X and my Xbox One X, my PS4, plugging those in and seeing if it recognizes the games. It doesn't need a reformat, because if it doesn't need a reformat, I will be playing a previous gen game, but playing it on the next gen console immediately. So fingers crossed that works, because that's going to be really cool.
I did find my game. The Pathless is the game that I bought. By the way, if you're pre-ordering games on, it's not as easy as it is on Xbox, by the way, which is very annoying. However, if you are pre-ordering games through the PlayStation Store digitally, do not buy the PS5 version if the company has said that they will upgrade the PS4 version, because if you go put that PS5 version into your cart and click purchase, you do not get the PS4 version. You may not care, but I care because I have a PS4, and so I just don't. It'll even put it in the text saying, like, if you buy this version, you can't play it on PS4. It's totally dumb. But that's the other game that I bought. It's not a AAA game. It's similar to the Falconeer in terms of it just looks like a cool experience. So I wanted to pick that up, and I did skip Astro's the Astro game that we're getting. Which one's this one called?
So you get that one pre-installed.
Pre-installed.
It's Astro's Playroom. I'm gonna get it wrong.
Is it?
It is pre-installed on your PS5. Yeah.
So I'll probably check that out too.
I'm going to definitely check that out. I assume this is going to be very tech demo-y. So when you go into looking to playing Astro's Playroom, realize that's what they're doing. They're showing you. I've seen some people actually play it online, and they were talking about things that they can totally see. Oh, they're showing you haptic feedback in this section. They're showing you this. So it's a way. And if you don't know what tech demo is, literally they made a game just to show off features. That's all they did. And that's okay. I think Knack is a good example of that too. While Knack is a little bit more than a tech demo, it kind of is a tech demo.
Yeah, they even have what I've heard, that there's some cool nostalgia going on in there, but it's going to show you off. It's going to show off the DualSense, like that's part of the thing. But if you like trophies, there's probably going to be easy trophies and stuff, and it's just something to do probably while you're downloading those day one patches. Right. I'm going to be playing on my series probably while I'm getting all that stuff updated, but I forgot about that. But so I have 2 to 3 games locked in on both console. Then I took Friday off also, and so Friday is probably going to be a 100% Miles Morales. Like it's going to be all set up again. Take the kid to daycare, come back and play Miles all day. I'm going to guess that, I don't think they've said, I think it's probably around a 10 to 15 hour game. I would not be shocked if I beat Miles Morales by the end of Friday.
If you beat it, I will clap. I'm not even going to be mad. Like I don't tend to plow through those in one sitting. I don't know why. Like I may take maybe it's because I'm ADD, but like if I hit to like that 2 hour mark, I'm like, I'm good. Like I need to do something else. But at the same time, some games do suck me in where I do need to do that.
I do want to call it out just because Robert finally showed up. Goodness gracious, Robert, you're just taking all day. But if you did pre-order your stuff through Best Buy, make sure you go check your emails. It's probably a little late at this point, and hopefully you've been keeping on track. But they actually set pickup appointment times if you pre-ordered from Best Buy. So he took the week off. He's picking his up at 6 a.m. M. He says, "Screw y'all, kids. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go pick up my stuff."
Yep.
That's where
Had I
he's
known,
at. He got
had I
he
known,
got his controller. He got his camera. His headphones are coming in, ready to go.
had I known, I would have done that with Best Buy
Best Buy was
because
just broken though. You remember?
it was. So like that's what I'm saying. My plan. So on Walmart, because I did have to pre-order my PS5 at Walmart.
Yeah,
My
same.
Walmart PS5 to pick up in store says it will be ready by 6 p.m. or something like that. Immediately, I'm like, no. I'm gonna show up at a reasonable hour of maybe, I don't know, 8:30, something like that, because a bunch of people are already gonna, will already have been getting there earlier than that. It's Walmart, so I'm gonna show up maybe 8:30 or so and just check. And there's a possibility I'll get it and I'm good. And if not, that's okay. I got other things to do. I may end up having my Miles and Demon Souls in my hand and not be able to play it. I'll probably get. I ordered a second PlayStation 5 controller and the media remote. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm going to use
Ooh, I can't wait to see how the media remote functions. I've heard it's good.
I heard it's good, and I don't watch that much media on the PlayStation. However, if I am going to watch something, that may be really slick. So I want to be able to try all this out. I don't want to just say, don't worry about it. I want to be able to try it as an option. The PlayStation 5 more than likely will not pair with my universal remote, so that's going to be a more convenient one. So I'll probably have all these peripherals, and I may end up even also having the 3D Pulse headset and waiting until I go to Walmart. Now, then again, I've got my Xbox Series, hopefully, at that time, sitting there with me.
I just got an image of you like sitting there, like just like a single tear streaming down your face, and you're just sitting there with your DualSense staring at the TV.
My
And you're just,
DualSense, my 3D Pulse, plugged in with someone I should mention this. I'll say Review Tech USA on YouTube. Like him or love him, he does a lot of really fun stuff, in my opinion. But he has his DualSense, and he was like, "Why can't I plug my DualSense into my PS4 and use it, but I can plug it into my PS3 and use it?"
you can use it on the Switch with a dongle, dude. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
If you have a Bluetooth dongle for your Switch, you can Bluetooth it to your Switch.
But you can't use it. He was like, I can't USB it to my PS4. I can USB it to my. I get Bluetooth, sure. But he's sitting there like, why can't I USB this to a PS4, but I can USB it to a PS3, which is. And it's a launch. He has a launch PS3, by the way, that he just picked up, the fat launch PS3 that is backwards compatible to everything. So he's like, this is a 13-year-old console at this point,
Yeah,
and it works on the 13-year-old console. It does not work on the PlayStation 4 Pro. So I'll probably be sitting. Yeah,
I'll bet $1. I'll bet a good fat George Washington that there is a firmware update for the PS4 that blocked that support. Just for something where it's like something like Robert over here, he's got his controller and he just wants to play around, wants to see how it feels, and then he plugs it in, and then Sony's just like, maybe you should buy a PS5. Maybe you should get that guy.
I can use my. I know, but maybe they'll unblock it at some point because I can play my PS4 if that is the case, which I don't know if it is. I can play my PS4 controller on my PS3, which is actually really good. The only thing it doesn't have the PlayStation button doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look on the forums and stuff. Like the
makes sense.
home or whatever it is. The home button that was in there is no button on this controller that will get you back once you've launched a game. There's no button on this controller that gets you back to your menu.
Interesting.
You got to shut the system
That doesn't
down.
make sense. Well,
doesn't make sense.
I mean, they don't intend it to work. So
yeah, exactly. Which is why I literally bought a cheap PS3 wired controller.
Yeah.
Just I'm like, okay, if I need to, I can swap it out real quick and then hit that button and I'm good. I know that's completely stupid, but this feels good. This feels nice. I don't want to downgrade. I'm good.
I will say this, at least with Xbox, like in term their new controllers, they're not innovative. This isn't a mean thing to say. There's not that much difference. They added a button. They added a media thing. They did change the D-pad, which is dope. They added that slick D-pad to the Series controller, but they left it pretty similar. But you can play they go across the thing. I can use if I want to use my Design Labs Xbox One controller, if I decide that I like that more than the Series controller for some reason, I can use that no problem and use it on Series games. You can use the DS4 on PS5, right, but you can only use it on PlayStation 4 games, which is
exactly
beyond stupid.
By the way, that's also why I did not buy another Series X controller.
Sure.
Because okay, I may and I'll agree. I don't think there's a ton of innovation with the Xbox. I feel like there's iteration, and I feel like what they've done with the Xbox Lab, with the Elite controllers and all of that, they have tested out all these variables. What do people like? What's the consensus of what's better objectively, right? Because people can you can customize it, and I am not going to argue to it at all.
That Elite controller is sick.
It's amazing. If you customize that thing to your liking, I cannot argue that is what you like, and you have the right to it. When you have a stock, this is your controller, you need to make it objectively the best option for across the board for everyone as close as you can. And I feel like Xbox has like whittled down the iteration to the point where they're like slight tweak. There's a little bit of curvature. The texturing apparently is a little almost rubbery. It's not rubbery, but it's almost rubbery in comparison to the slick stuff. So little iterations here and there. But because I can use my Xbox One X controller on my Xbox Series X, I'm not buying a second controller, and I can immediately play 2-player games with the wife on my Xbox. I could have done that. Oh, I guess no, I couldn't have done it with the PlayStation because I want to play Sackboy with the wife. And I need a PlayStation 5 controller for that. I need the DualSense. So,
what's interesting about that, I wonder, since Sackboy's coming to PS4, does that mean it's technically a PS4 game? Like, are they offering a free upgrade for Sackboy? Have you looked that up?
Actually, that's a good point.
I want to know if they've offered a free upgrade, because they absolutely should. 2, since it's a PS4 game, if you were to buy the PS4 game digitally, get the automatic upgrade, can you use your DS4 with Sackboy, or once it gets upgraded, it cuts off? But I would say, though, Patrick, if you're gonna buy it digitally, like, look for the PS4 version to see if it gets the free upgrade, just because you can play it on your PS4 Pro later.
The PS4 version has a free upgrade to PS5.
Okay.
So there's your
buying the PS4 version for sure.
PS4 version is $60, and I'm not looking, but I'm pretty sure that so is the PS5 version.
Yep.
I think they're the exact same price.
It should be.
So in that case, it's not a difference of price, but it is a difference, as you mentioned, as a Sackboy on PS5. I'm just going to double check that. You more than likely will say you can't play it because all of them have been saying you buy it on PS5, you can't play it on PS4.
Ooh.
So digital version not included at no additional cost with PS4, but the I'm not seeing the PS5 version. I'll navigate to that really quick. But Sackboy is going to be fun. By the way, if you want something that's a little casual, a little fun, something that's accessible, the Little Big Planet games are really good for that. If it's something that's accessible for your kids, for your spouse, for your partner, what have you. By the way, yeah, it's the same. I see the same price every time I pull it up. But buy $60. PS4.
Yeah, buy the PS4. We're gonna buy the PS4 version now, but the thing that I want to know, though, is since it's a PS4 game, can I use a DS4 on the upgraded version? That's the thing I want to test.
Yeah, that's a good test.
That's a good test to have. And then I did forget a game that is definitely going to be downloaded day one, and that is Bugsnax, which comes with PlayStation Plus, day and date. And by the way, I'm going to keep saying it until the sale goes away. If you are either new to the ecosystem or you just want to load up on PlayStation Plus, CD keys for 1 year, $29.29 right now. Use your PayPal. Your credit card might reject it. I promise you, though, it's a 100% legit company. It's just that it's a European company. And so if you have a very stingy credit card, your company, if it's like American based and it's like, oh no, this is somebody buying in Europe, it's not. Just use your PayPal and it'll work just fine.
Yeah. It's great. And the reason that he's bringing that up is, it makes me feel so happy. That PS5 collection, the PlayStation Plus collection, not PS5 collection, the PlayStation Plus collection. So if, like he said, if you're new to the ecosystem, grab that CD keys now because it's cheap. and then you've got, I think it's 15 games at launch, which are arguably some of the best games on PlayStation 4. Yes, the Ghost of Tsushima and some of the new stuff isn't on there, but there's some amazing games in there. And you hit it right on the head with your Facebook post, man. And there's something in there for everyone with the PlayStation Collection. We talk about Game Pass a lot. If it's good, we're going to tell you. But the PlayStation Collection, I mean, it has God of War. I'm bringing up the list here because it has so many good ones. Uncharted 4, Last of Us Remastered. If you haven't played Last of Us, right there alone is amazing.
I think it's like 20 games.
Yeah, it's so good. Like I said, God of War, Infamous Second Son, Days Gone. I have not played Days Gone. I can't wait.
Persona
Detroit Become
5.
Human. Persona 5, Until Dawn, which is one of my favorite games from the last generation, and Resident Evil Biohazard, which is Resident Evil 7. There's some great stuff on here. Like I said, it's something for everybody. I know that a lot of that, what we said, was pretty dark stuff. Monster Hunter World is really good.
Ratchet's there if you don't want dark.
Yeah, Ratchet's there. Arkham Knight, I guess Arkham Knight's kind of dark, but there's so much fun stuff here. The Last Guardian's kind of whimsical, and it may be the worst looking game on here because it was vaporware for a while. But yeah, day one, download all of these. If you have a PlayStation Plus collection, put all of these into your account. You'll be so happy.
There's 21 games. I've played all but 1, 2, 3. I've played all but 4 of these games. So if anybody needs a recommendation, you're like, just tell me what you're feeling and I will pick one for you. No problem whatsoever. But I actually loved sharing this because there was somebody at work. She has been a Switch player for the last 3 years and decided to jump in on the PS5 this gen, got a pre-order, and she's like, what do I buy? And so I was like, well, there's definitely some PS5 games to buy, but here's 20 games.
Bang for your buck. 20 games. That's insane. And if like you said, if you get the deal on PlayStation Plus, get the PlayStation Plus beforehand, get it for a discount. That's 21 games for dirt cheap. And then you have all the other games through the Bug Snacks is also being thrown in there. And Bug Snacks is so adorable. That's got to be I need to have that one ready to play. I was going to say Thursday night and play it with the wife. It may end up being right before or right after our show because we're not going to stop the show. You can't stop it, but
can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah,
but, we have to. I mean, I'm hoping. I don't know what we're going to do.
Have the consoles. I may put the consoles right here while I'm talking, not to brag, but just so I can touch them every now and then.
It'll be to brag a little bit.
I'm just so happy. I'm happy. I'm fortunate. I'm lucky. I know. But it's going to be a good 2020's been rough and it's looking up a little bit in one way or another. So
I mean, here's the thing. If you can't get one of these consoles right now, can't get either of these consoles right now, you can still listen to this show. You can still tune in, and we're going to be talking new games all the time now. Like we normally start the show with some banter and we talk about the things that we're playing. I haven't been playing almost anything since I pre-ordered these consoles just because I just want these consoles. But when these consoles come in, I'm going to be playing games through the end of the year. I can't wait to talk about all the new games. I'm going to be sharing anything that we can, and that way you'll know, like, okay, it's 2021 now. Things are, maybe looking up for me, or, maybe I saved up my pennies and now I'm going to go get that series. I'm going to go get that PlayStation 5. Well, it's a good thing you were listening to the show because now you know what games to buy because it's exactly. We got it going for you.
We're going to give you tips. I'm going to do videos to talk about tips, like how to your best setup. Here's what what I think about one console versus another. I've had quite a few people say, "Hey, I'm buying one console. Which console am I buying?" Basically tell me what I should buy. I have my own opinions now. I'm going to have better opinions when I have them in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll probably do like a 6 month in, how do we feel? 6 months, 1 year, and things that have gotten better, things we wish we had known. My takeaway right now, we've mentioned on here, is if you're getting one of these and you can, get a solid state external drive, or even a 3.0 drive should be fine. It's still going to run 3.0 USB drive, solid state drive if you can, to play those previous gen games on your next gen console. But other than that, I'm counting down the days. It's like Christmas before
Poor
Christmas, and
Destruction All Stars.
I'm so excited. I'm probably not going to play it. I
No,
mean,
if you didn't know, it's been delayed till 2021, and they're
oh,
also not going to be charging for it. I mean, they're going to be, but it's going to be included with PlayStation Plus at launch. Like, that's how little they think of this game. Not, and this is different from Bugsnax, because Bugsnax is a launch game that they're making available through the end of December, by the way. So they're saying you're probably not going to get any other PS Plus PlayStation 5 games until January, because they're giving you that entry point, and also probably because not everybody's going to have a PS5, so they're just not going to start loading that down.
Of course.
But this game, though, that tells you what Sony thinks of it. If they're saying it's coming out next year, and if you're a PlayStation Plus thing, we're just going to give it to you. If you looked at this video, I think our video might have like cut off the bottom or whatever, but there's a point where they're standing there and their feet are in the ground, and there it is. You see it? Yeah, dude. You see how they're sinking into the ground? So like, that's how bad the game. So you feel, and that's why I was saying poor Destruction All Stars. It's just
I missed it, but yeah, I see it now. So I didn't think this game was for me, so I'm just like, now that it's free, I'll try it at least. I tried Rocket League, and Rocket League was fun. Now I'm just curious, are there going to be some microtransactions in there? I mean, is that why they're going to throw it out there? Gotta be. Yeah,
got to put them skins in there. I mean, it looked Fortnite-y enough, so I think the whole idea was to try and be like Rocket League, but instead of Rocket League, it's a demolition game. They're trying to do. It's obviously Twisted Metal. Like, it's Twisted Metal without being Twisted Metal. I just don't know why they didn't do Twisted Metal, other than, like, are they trying to take it down from an M rating? Like, is that what they're doing?
That could be it, because if they did Twisted Metal and it wasn't M rated, you know how many people would be mad.
Poor Robert. He had it pre-ordered.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, Robert. But come on, be real with us. You know, you only pre-ordered it because you had to have it all. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it was worth the full pre-order, in my opinion. Like, that was one that I'm kind of waiting on. But at the same time, I mean, Sackboy may not be worth the full pre-order. That being said, maybe it's not. I don't know. I knew Destruction All Stars wasn't for me. I just felt like it wasn't going to be something I'd spend time playing, so I didn't want to spend money on it. For some people, it's probably going to be great. I just probably am not going to be sinking in that much time to it. But if it's free, I'll
Are you getting Godfall?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I'm not going to get it at launch.
It just looks so, I don't know, standard.
And I love Souls games. I love melee combat. I mean,
it's a looter Souls game, though, isn't it?
It's a looter Souls game. Yeah, it's a looter Souls game. Which, by the way, Remnant is a looter Souls shooter game.
Yeah,
and I like it.
Just go play Neo.
It's not. Yeah, I just play Neo. I would say it's not a. Sorry, Remnant is not a looter game. Really, because you don't get that many weapons, so never mind.
Well, it's a Gearbox style game, and so that's where, like, I think Gearbox even paid to make this. Is it a Gearbox game? Is Godfall Gearbox?
Gearbox, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so it's a Borderlands game trying to be a third person action RPG. I mean, and I think it's third person, right?
It's third person. Yeah. It sounds like it'd be exactly what I want. I know. I just don't know if I'm.
That's where I had to be curious if you're going to try it or not.
I want to try it, but I don't know if I can. If I want to throw down the money at launch when the game launches, because it's not launching at console launch. I don't know if I want to throw down the money at launch, because I don't know if I'll be in a place where I'll be able to play it. I'll probably watch some reviews and figure out, okay, if it's that good, I'll jump in. But I'm not going to pre-order it. I'm going to be playing Demon Souls. I'm going to be playing Miles. I'm not going to be playing Cyberpunk for a while. I'm going to be playing Valhalla. So I've got a lot of things to do. Sackboy. So I'm going to be okay for a bit. But yeah, let us know what your plans are for launch day. Are you getting a console? Are you in hopes to get one day of online for PlayStation? Are you don't camp out. I was going to ask if you camp out. Don't camp out. But let us know what your day one plans are, and we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for watching this episode of The Land Cave. If you're not subscribed already, please do so. Right down, I think it's around there. Please subscribe. Watch us on Facebook every Thursday live. We'd love to see people in the comments chatting with us. You guys are just as enthusiastic about gaming as we are. Be part of the culture. Be part of the conversation. And we'll see you next time.